goals. We managed to have some opportunities. We managed to arrive in dangerous positions. I don't know. I don't have data with me in this moment, but I believe that we had more possession than them, so we had more control than them. I think it's unfair. The result is totally unfair for us, but that's what it is.
Tony.
Jose, just to go back to the strikers thing, was that the difference? They've got a striker, Jimenez, 23 goals, I think, this season. You don't have a striker at the moment. Is that the difference?
You know, it'd be too easy for me to say that. I prefer to focus on this game today and try to forget the players that we are missing. They have Jimenez. Yes, they have Jimenez, fantastic player, and they have incredible counter-attack that is very difficult to stop, especially if you don't have that mentality that they showed. Because, for example, in the first minute of the game, Ruben Neves makes a tackle on Lucas going to counter-attack and attacking spaces. And that is nothing to do with the result of the game, but is something that I would like one day, when I have the opportunity to ask to the PGMO people. You know, the game is from the first to the last second, and what happened, I don't think the referees have to look to the watch. If there is a penalty on the first minute, it's a penalty. If there is a red card, it's a red card. If there is a yellow card, it's a yellow card. So that is a yellow card. That is a yellow card, and that is a way where the referee shows immediately what you can do and what you cannot do. In the last minute, they did the same with Dendoncker, that the referee gave correctly the yellow card. And I think that's the way a team has to play football. That's the way they did. You know, the referee is there to punish, but they had the correct mentality, and I think we were punished not just today on the second and third goal, but for quite a long time, because we don't have that aggression, that ruthless. I think we are too good. We are too good. We are too nice. And that was the only thing that made the difference of the game, because I think tactically the team was really good. I think Wolves was not expecting, and they were in trouble for periods of the game. We didn't have one single problem apart of Wolves' individual qualities. So it's difficult to cope with some individual qualities that they have. So I think unfair result, totally unfair result. But for the neutral, I think great game.
Okay, we'll go. Sammy will do one more after that. Jigo.
Joe, when you arrived, there was such a big gap to close in terms of the top four. You've managed to close the gap twice now, but then you've how do you explain that? And that must be such a frustration.
If I'm going to explain, I'm going to be repetitive. In this week, I use the words. We have to try to keep close. We have to try to keep close until the moment where we have possibly back a different power than we have. But you are right. It's frustration, not just for me, but also for the players. We recovered 11 points distance to the fourth. We were 12. We recovered. We went to 1, and then when we go to 1, everything changed for us. So it's frustrating. Yes, it's frustrating, but we have to keep fighting like we did today. I cannot complain with the players about their spirit, about their fighting. I cannot complain. I can complain about some psychological characteristics. That is something that is not easy to change. But I have nothing to complain with the players at all. I think the result is very unfair.
Okay, Matt.
Do you mind explaining your thinking with selection at the back? It's unusual for us not to see Toby or Jan, and it's the first time in a while Eric's played in defence. What was your thinking?
Eric played very well. I think Eric played very well. So I think if Eric's performance was not as good as it was, I would understand questions and I would understand. But I think he was very, very good. The thinking was simple. The thinking was Davison and Tanganga are the two fastest center defenders that we have. And Eric is the one that by nature is a midfield player. So playing in the middle of the other two center backs was the one that normally is more comfortable to step up, is more comfortable with reading the game and passing. So it was a mixture of giving security, but at the same time keeping fast people in the back. I think they played well. I think especially Eric was very, very good. And sometimes you can see the goals and you blame goalkeepers, you blame defenders. As other times you can see the goals and it's a global situation. And I think it was. When it is a transition, when it comes from behind midfield, and I think is not about them.
Okay, Paul, last one.
Jose, you previously said that Troy Parrott you didn't think was ready. He was on the bench today. What has he done to show that he's ready, and could he be ready for a start against Norwich?
He's not ready. He's not ready.
He was on the bench.
He's a good kid. He's a good talent. He's a kid that we want to help. He's a kid that needs help not just on the pitch but also outside the pitch. He's a kid that we are going to take care of, like since the beginning. And he's a kid that is going to have, obviously, his real opportunity in the
I'm rich.